Welcome to Wigglesticks TV.
I have a small problem with these air scoops, ram air tubes, and that is that it's missing the little bracket that mounts it on. So I have machined up these little pieces out of aluminium, and they just sort of fix on there, and then they drill into that mounting point for the fairing there. These air tubes are not a long-term solution, as they're in pretty tatty shape already, especially this particular one. You can see all the cracks and everything that's been repaired, but until I get some aftermarket race ones with the fairings, these are sort of in the way, so I thought I would just take a little bit of time and figure out how to mount them. There's my cat. Figure out how to mount them. So I've cut these tubes, these pieces, and then I've just got them gluing them on here with some JB Minute Weld epoxy, and then once I've got that in place, I'll probably drill a hole in this one and either screw and then rivet it into this piece as well. Just depends on what works the best. And then once I've got this in place, I can figure out where to drill the hole exactly in this bottom section here. So that's the plan for this afternoon. Epoxy should have it pretty well set on there now, so just end up drilling a couple of holes and mounting it on the side. I finished making the reinforcing pieces, so this goes inside there and then butts up on the back side of this bracket, and then it should give it a bit more stability rather than just the epoxy that's holding it on. So it should, yeah, these are temporary anyway, as I said before, so it should just work until I get the Yoshimura ones. So there we have it. Scoops are now, intake scoops are now mounted. Intake tubes. Quick update. Progress has been a little bit slow over the last couple of weeks. Our COVID restrictions have started to lift a little bit, so I've been a bit more free to do things. I haven't done too much on the bike. I've currently got the fuel tank off the 98 as the gasket started leaking a little bit. So I'm just trying to investigate exactly what the problem with that is. Hopefully it's just wasn't tightened properly, or could have put it on upside down or whatever, or something like that. So I'm just in the process of figuring that out. The track bike really hasn't moved too much at all, so I'm really just waiting on the engine for that now. So hopefully I'll get that sorted in the next little bit once restrictions end, and then we'll get back to building it. But yeah, so it might be an extra couple of weeks between videos and stuff from now on, or maybe a little bit longer until the engine actually comes, which will hopefully be before Christmas. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Getting pretty close to 100 subscribers now, so yeah, thanks for everyone who subscribed, and I'll look to get a few more bits of jobs done on the track bike shortly, as well as try and figure out what's happening with the leak in my fuel tank. I have the 98 fuel tank upside down because when I transferred this from the other tank in the previous video, it seemed to be fine and didn't leak, but then after I rode it a couple of times, I started to notice a fuel smell, and then under further investigation, there was fuel on a couple of these bolts, and it was actually leaking from underneath here. So I'm about to pull this off. I've got another new gasket with the new bolts, so I'm not really sure exactly what I did wrong. Probably didn't clean the surfaces as well as they should have been, but I will just unscrew this and take it off and see what it looks like.
think might have happened is you can see just down here there's a little bit of residue on the base of the fuel pump. You can kind of see it going all the way around it. Now I don't think I cleaned this thoroughly last time I replaced it, so what I'm going to do is really get in and clean that base plate as best I can with some brake cleaner or something, and then also re-clean the base of the fuel tank, because you can see there's like residue and stuff up here, which I'm guessing is where the fuel kind of got out of the gasket. So yeah, I'm going to hope that with a new gasket fitted and a really clean edge, because you can even see down on the inside of the lip here, there's a little bit of residue and stuff down in here. So whether that was from on the tank last time before I actually fitted it, I'm not really sure. I didn't really pay much attention to it. So I'll go through and give it a good clean with brake cleaner, just so the surface is super clean, and then give it another shot at putting the pump back in. So I've started to clean up the other side here, and you can actually see when I rub the screwdriver on there, there's definitely a ridge and some debris on there from the previous gasket probably. So I think that's probably the culprit why I didn't seal properly. I managed to get the tank back on. I didn't bother filming it because it's in the other video that I'll put a link in down below. Got it all connected back up, but I've still got the clamps on the hose over there, and the fuel pump's not plugged in. I just put a couple of litres of fuel in it. At the moment looks okay. Last time we had fuel dripping around here and at the back, so yeah, I just let it sit there for, it's already been sitting for an hour or so and doesn't smell like fuel anymore, so that's a good sign. So hopefully the problem is fixed, and it's just the fact that I didn't clean the surface of the base plate properly last time that caused the issue. So yeah, no leaks or anything there so far, so I'll let it sit overnight. Hopefully it's all still good, and then I'll fire it up in the morning, and hopefully we don't get any more fuel leaks out of there. Got most of the 98 packed together now. It's been sitting overnight, and then I put some more fuel in it today, and it doesn't appear to be leaking, touch wood. So I will take it for a bit of a spin. I put some more fuel in it, so it's probably got about 5 litres in there now. So fingers crossed it's this issue is sorted. Got a full tank of fuel in here now. It's not leaking, so I think the problem's been solved. So cleaning the surface properly in the first place made a big difference, and yeah, I guess it's just a silly mistake that I shouldn't have made. So next time when I do the track bike over here, I will make sure I clean the gasket. So problem solved.